Welcome to Begin Robotics, an introduction to robotics with an online course from the cybernetic point of view. My name is Richard Mitchell and I've been here at the University of Reading for nearly 40 years, first as a student and since then a lecturer and associate professor, specialising in robotics, control and cybernetics. Robotics is a large subject which you can approach from different viewpoints. You might first of all consider programming the robot. How is it going to achieve a particular task? So that would be approaching it from the computer science point of view. You might like to think about the actual machine, the mechanical engineering aspects. There are plenty of electronics within a robot, so we could approach it from an electronic engineering point of view. Modern robots perhaps can be intelligent, in which case we need to think about the artificial intelligence view, how the robot behaves. But in this course, we're going to bring it all together and look at the whole system, so we are approaching it from a cybernetic point of view. And that means feedback. So because we are approaching robotics from a different view, I use this Morris Escher inspired picture. Whereas the original shows a moonscape from different viewpoints, here we use the different arches to show different aspects of robotics. So if we look at the top window, we see a steersman. And that's because cybernetics comes from the Greek word for a steersman, the person who is trying to keep his boat on course despite external factors like wind and tide and so forth. How he achieves that is by using feedback control. Feedback's a crucial word. In the second window, slightly down to the right, we see a manipulator robot. How do you control the gripper to ensure it's in the right place? Answer, you use feedback control. In the bottom window, we see a little mobile robot. We're going to have lots of mobile robots in this course. Again, the mobile robot needs to travel in the right direction and at the right speed. How do we ensure that? We use feedback control. So feedback for control is very much part of the course here on robotics. Below the manipulator robot, you see a brain. Why is that? Well, we want our robot to be able to work out for itself how to work, to learn. And learning, you'll be pleased to note, is a feedback process. We will explain that more. Another key aspect of robotics is interaction, which is also a feedback process. How does a robot react to its surroundings? Or interact with other robots, or even humans? Related to this is the study of human-machine interaction, where perhaps the ultimate system is virtual reality, which is depicted in the arch on the left. The goggles you see there are used so that the human can see what an artificial world looks like. In this course, we consider how humans can feel artificial worlds, using robotic devices. Finally, in the middle, we see some electronics, because key to the system is to have some electronics. Where we have to measure signals using our sensors, they perhaps need amplifying, which again is achieved using feedback. So feedback fits into all the aspects of our robots.